In our previous class, we have discussed about angle side angle congruence rule. So here we will prove the theorem that is based on SSS congruence rule, side congruence rule of triangles. The statement is like this: if three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So here I have taken two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. So here it is given that AB is equal to DE, BC is equal to EF and AC is equal to DF. So given in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, AB is equal to DE. BC is equal to EF and SC is equal to DF. So we have to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So to prove this, we need construction. So here we will construct EG and FG such that this angle GEF will be equal to angle B and this angle GFE will be equal to angle C or ACB and join DG. So this is our construction. So construction, draw EG and FG such that angle GEF is equal to angle ABC and angle GFE is equal to angle BC and join DG. So then we will prove. So now we will take two triangles, ABC triangle and GEF triangle. In triangle ABC and triangle GEF, what are the equal parts? So here angle G, so we have to write the parts of triangle ABC first. Angle ABC is equal to angle GEF and BC is equal to EF. So this is by our construction and this is given, and another angle ACB is equal to angle GFE. This is also due to construction. So this implies triangle ABC is congruent to triangle GEF. So this implies if these two triangles are congruent, then corresponding parts are equal. Then angle A will be equal to angle G here. So this implies angle BAC is equal to angle EGF. So by simplicity. So this is our equation 1. So next, what we will do? We have to congruent triangle ABC and DEF. So here look at the figure. If these two triangles are congruent, so this is one corresponding part and AB will be equal to EG and SC will be equal to GF. This is also due to simplicity. So AB will be equal to EG and SC will be equal to FG. So now look at this triangle DEG. So DE is equal to EG. So this implies these two angles are also equal. So in triangle DEG, DE is equal to EG. So this implies angle EDG is equal to angle EGD and in triangle DFG, angle FDG. So DF is equal to GF. So this implies angle FDG is equal to angle FGD. So this is our equation 2 and equation 3. So then we will add equation 2 and 3. So this implies angle EDG plus angle FDG is equal to angle EGD plus angle FGD. So this implies what will happen? EDG plus FDG. EDG plus FDG, that is angle D, will be equal to angle G. So this is our finding 4. So here it is given that angle D is equal to, here we have proved angle D is equal to angle G. But previously we have proved here angle BAC is equal to angle EGF. So now we will write here so from 1 and 4 we got angle A is equal to angle D is equal to angle G. So now we can compare in triangle ABC and triangle DEF. And AB is equal to DE and angle A is equal to angle D. So this is given. This is we have proved. And SC is equal to DF. This is also given. So this implies triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So this is proved. So this is by the rule SSS. So in this way you can prove this SSS congruence rule. AB is a line segment. Here AB is a line segment. P and Q are points on opposite sides of AB, such that each of them is equidistant from the point A and B. So here P is the equidistant. The distance of P from A and B are equal. That means PA is equal to PB and QA is equal to QB. So given here in this figure, PA is equal to PB and QA is equal to QB. So we have to prove PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. That means if this is the line and this is O, we have to prove AO is equal to BO and PO is perpendicular to AB. Then proof. So to prove this, first we have to congruent the two triangles PAB and PBQ. In triangle PAQ and triangle PBQ, what are the equal parts? PA is equal to PB. So this is given. And AQ is equal to QB. This is also given. And PQ is equal to PQ. This is common. So this implies triangle PAQ is congruent to triangle PBQ by SSS congruent condition. So here, if these two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts are equal. So here this angle will be equal to this angle. So this implies angle APQ will be equal to angle BPQ by CPCT. So let this is our equation 1. So now we'll take these two triangles. In triangle PAO and triangle PBO, what are the equal parts? PA is equal to PB, so this is given. Then angle APO is equal to angle BPO from 1, and PO is equal to PO is common. So this implies triangle PAO is equal to triangle PBO by SAS. Then, so this implies AO is equal to BO by our CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So first one is proved, that is, it is the bisector, PQ is the bisector of AP. Then we will prove PO is perpendicular to AP. So here if these two triangles are congruent, so this implies angle POA is equal to angle POB because due to CPCT. And we know POA and POB angle, these are linear pair. So this and angle POA plus angle POB is equal to 180 degree, linear pair. So this implies angle POA is equal to angle POB is equal to 90 degree. So it is proved that PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. So this is proved. So in this way we can solve more examples on the basis of SSS congruent.